Welcome back, everybody. Today we're going to be learning about compound events and how to find the probabilities of those compound events. In our last lesson, we learned that compound events are events where more than one action is happening. So we're flipping a coin and spinning a spinner, for example, or we're rolling a dice and picking a card out of a deck. That's what a compound event is. So today our objective is to be able to find the probability of compound events. And I want you to ask yourself, sometimes you need a list of all the outcomes, and sometimes you don't. How do you know when you need a list of all the outcomes? The do now is an on your own. You're going to write your option and why over here in this space. But it says Talia is playing a game in which she must choose option 1 or option 2, and then spin the game wheel, flip the coin, and roll the number cube labeled 1 through 6. For her to win a prize, all the conditions listed under the chosen option must occur. Which option should Talia choose? And then explain. So she has to spin the spinner, flip a coin, and then roll the dice. And your job is to decide which of these two options gives her the best chance of winning. So the game wheel lands on an S, tails up, and an even number is rolled. Or option 2, the game wheel lands on a Z, coin lands on either side, so it could be heads or tails, it doesn't matter, and the number 3 is rolled. Moving on to the first example, it says Sadie has 1 ticket left at the school fair and she hasn't won a prize. She decides between 2 games. Which game should she play? So there's flip to win. You have to flip 2 heads to win a prize. And then there's flip and spin, where you flip a head and then spin blue to win a prize. So this is a blue section here. This is yellow. This is red. This is green. So we use a table to determine probability of winning a prize playing flip to win. So here are the outcomes when you play flip to win. You could land heads up and heads up, tails up, heads and then tails, or tails then heads. And so there's only one way to win, by getting heads up both times. So there's only one way to win out of the 4 possible ways. We can use a table to show probability of winning flip and spin. So here are the 4 colors. Here's flipping the coin. So this is flipping a coin and getting heads and landing on red. This is landing on red, getting tails. Spinning blue, landing on heads. Spinning green, landing on tails. And you win if you flip a heads up and spin blue. So we're looking for a heads up in blue. That happens once. 8 total. So that's why the denominator is 8. So 1/4 is greater than 1/8. So flip to win is the better choice. It says the designer of Flip to Win creates a new game using a 5-section spinner, as shown. How does the new spinner change the probability of winning a prize? So this is an orange. This is red. Yellow. The probability of landing heads up is 1/2. And the probability of getting blue on the spinner is 1/5. So what we do is we multiply those probabilities together to get 1/10. Using the spinner, the probability of winning a prize is 1/10, 10%, and it is less likely the player will win a prize using the 5-section spinner than when using the 4-section spinner. So you're going to do number 3 on your own. So finding the probability using a tree diagram, we've seen this before, flipping heads or coins. So this is what it looks like. So we have the first flip. After that, each coin could land heads up in the second flip, or tails up. And then flip, each time you flip it, it could land heads up or tails. And then down below is a list of all the different outcomes. So this branch is heads up, heads up, heads up. This is heads, heads, tails. This is heads, tails, heads. This is heads, tails, tails. Okay, and it continues across the diagram like that. So is it more likely that a flipped coin 3 times will land heads up exactly once, or will land heads up exactly twice? I think that's a typo. Will land heads up exactly 2 times, or exactly twice, but not both. I'm just going to underline that because it bothers me. Okay, so the probability that we flip it and it lands heads up So we come back up here looking for all the times where it lands heads up exactly once. So that happens here, here, and here. So that's 3 out of 8. Ability that it lands heads up twice. It's up exactly twice, so that would be here. Also 3/8. So these are the same. So you're going to do these two questions on your own. It says finding probabilities using an organized list. The names of all middle school students with perfect attendance are entered into a drawing for one of two tickets to a baseball game. This year, Angie, Phil, Mark, Carly, and Josie, attended school every day. What is the probability that Mark's name will be drawn to win one of the two tickets? So if Angie wins the first ticket, these are the other ways that the tickets could be distributed. And if Carly wins the first ticket, these are the other ways the tickets could be distributed. And so what we're looking for is the chance that Mark's name will be drawn to win one of the two tickets. So we're looking for all the cases where Mark's name could be drawn. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 20, so there's 4, 8, 12, 16, and 20. So this one's going to be on your own. And then finding probabilities using fraction multiplication. You saw me do this earlier in the video. It says, what's the probability of rolling a 6 then rolling an even number? So the probability of rolling a 6 is 1/6, and then rolling an even number is 1/2. So you get 1/12. You just need to multiply the two probabilities together. So you're going to do this one on your own and this one on your own. All right, let's get going. Show me when you're done.